Hello Gemini, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love reading focused on the first half of June from the 1st all the way through the 15th. General advice as always, so please keep that in mind throughout your reading. Take from it whatever makes sense for you personally and release what doesn't. I'll be pulling from the Pining Rose Love Oracle deck. This is by Calico Moon. And then we'll grab some cards from the Bella Rose Oracle by Maria of La Bella Anima 13. I will, of course, clarify with my tarot decks. This is part 1 of your reading. Gemini, stick around to the end if you'd like to catch a preview of the extended reading. And if you want to watch the whole thing, that will be available on my Patreon page. That link and everything you need to know is down below in the description box, all right? So here we are. Let's grab your opening message for the first half of June. We are, after all, in Gemini season. So let's grab some information here. All right, here we go. There's still hope. I just did a Sagittarius reading and I got that very first card, the exact same one. Some of you guys might be cross-watching for Sagittarius and you'll find that it's, very similar. There is this need for patience that's presenting itself. So if something just isn't happening right now, Gemini, whether that's pertaining to a love connection or something else going on in your life, just know that it requires time. Look at this, not over. Maybe it isn't over. We'll see. And then this is the next card we have, trust. So it might be one of those things where you really do have to trust that if something's meant to happen, it'll happen. If something is meant to be or no longer meant to be a part of your life, then that as well is also a part of your destiny. So let's go ahead and see what else you need to know here. I'll be pulling from my Luna Tarot deck for the first half of your reading. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Gemini. So what do we need to know? Maybe you don't want things to be over with this person, but there's also this need to just move ever so slowly, to just take your time, have patience. Maybe you both feel the same way. We've got the Six of Pentacles right here. Equality, okay? So Six of Pentacles is all about giving and receiving. Two people who are reciprocating the love. Two people who are equally invested. You both want the same thing. You have the same vision for the partnership. Let's see. What else for this Gemini reading? We do have the Five of Cups, which can be somebody who's grieving, okay? And the typical interpretation of that is like you're crying over spilt milk. You're crying over something that perhaps you can't help at this point, Those 3 cups could represent, for some of you, take it if it applies, it could have been a third-party situation. It could have been a very challenging situation, not just necessarily about your love life either. It could be some stuff that you've been through that have been very difficult. But when it comes to your romantic partnerships, you do have these 2 cups that are behind you, so that's very important for you to acknowledge, because you might be focusing on the wrong person and not seeing someone that could still be around you that you might not even realize could be the love of your life. We'll see. And I'm kind of feeling this for some of you, Gemini. Take it, again, if it makes sense. Since we have the not over card right there, maybe something did come to an end. You're really holding on to the hope that you don't want it to be over. You don't want it to end, but it did. And so this could have been very painful, perhaps for both parties. But maybe it came to an end for a reason, and maybe the universe is wanting to bring you someone either way better suited for you or a better scenario, somebody who really can love you the way you deserve to be loved. I'm just kind of getting that for some of you. Queen of Pentacles. Some of you guys could be cross-watching for a Divine Masculine representing Gemini, and Divine Feminine, here you are, representing Earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Or you could have Earth and Air in your chart. So as we can see here, you're somebody who is very generous. I love to look at the Queen of Pentacles as someone who really is very down to earth, very easy to get along with, very maternal, very nurturing. Maybe you have a masculine here that misses that. They miss your presence. They miss the way you would basically take care of them, nurture them, make them feel comfortable in the relationship. And when they lost that, maybe they just feel like their world just fell apart, you know? And also, Divine Feminine, for some of you guys, maybe you were very generous and giving of your, not only your time, your heart, but also maybe of your money. Because the Queen of Pentacles is certainly well established and very abundant. Let's see what else we have here. All right, so we have a reversed Queen of Swords. So this is someone who normally is very independent, Divine Feminine, but it is coming up in the reverse. So the Queen of Swords, you know, coming up reversed, it basically represents perhaps a feminine that could either be very bitter, or it could have a very cold heart at this point because of some heartbreak that you have experienced in your life. And so what I'm kind of feeling with these two Queen cards right next to each other, maybe Divine Feminine, at one point in time you were so incredibly giving to your masculine, but then when they ended up hurting you, maybe your heart turned cold towards this person. Let's see what else here. What else for Gemini? We also have the Hangman, but this is coming up in the reverse as well. So the Hangman in the reverse, you know, there's something here that's not quite moving, and that's why we've got that Patience card, because it can be stalling. You know, something is stalling here. Something's not quite happening. Possibly because of that Five of Cups. There's that sense of loss, those regrets. But we do have the Temperance card. Look at this. And then we have the Two of Cups. So Temperance is about having patience, right? And that was one of the cards that came forward already. So something, Gemini, isn't quite happening right now. It's just not the right time. But that doesn't mean it can't happen later. You've got the Two of Cups right here. We do have this card letting you know right from the very beginning there's still hope to maybe reconcile or to fix a situation here. This is true love. The Temperance card, there's this need for time to unfold in order to restore balance in a situation. Once that balance is restored, perhaps you guys can ultimately come back together and re-explore the partnership. Okay, so let's see what else needs to present itself here with the Bella Rose Oracle deck for Gemini. Buying your forgiveness. That's interesting. We have delay in romance. And then we have going with the flow. And I really do feel that's necessary because this is a situation that you can't rush anyway. That's why patience is required. But it could be one of you guys, you know, somebody's feeling really impatient. And so they might even try to come in with gifts, you know, as it says, buying your forgiveness, trying to win their way back into your life, into your heart that way. There's a delay for a reason, you see? It's going to take a little bit more time. So let's see what's up with that. I'll be pulling from my Celestial Cosmos Tarot. This is my newest tarot deck. And we've added an action button at the end of each video where you could just click on it and it'll take you straight to my deck shop. But the link is also down below in the description box. All right, Gemini, what else do we need to know? So it's not happening right now, but it will, I feel, eventually. Look at that Three of Wands. It's about focusing really more so on what's ahead rather than what the past represents. Wanting a new beginning. So this really does put you in a seat of power, Gemini, to be able to create movement in your life. But, you know, again, there's a reason for the delay. There's a reason why you're being directed to have patience and not do anything hastily, perhaps. So if you haven't gained this clarity quite yet, that could explain why there's this need to just hang tight and be patient. It really does take the two of you to be able to work together for the partnership to be successful. Look at this, and now we've got the Ace of Cups. So this is really nice in that you guys are being offered new beginnings, new chapters, another chance at love, the connection. It's still here, you know, and the Ace of Cups definitely represents a deep connection. During this time apart, I feel it would be beneficial for both of you to focus on being able to love yourselves towards healing and to be able to put yourself first, to be able to fill this own cup for yourself, because you're not looking to each other to complete one another. That's something, and I've often said this, it's something that you need to do within yourself so that you are not really looking at anybody to complete you. You're just looking to somebody to uplift you, to complement your life, to make you happy in that way. But you should already be complete within yourself, you know? So I'll leave that there, Gemini, for part 1 of your reading. And stick around, the preview is coming right up. And if you're interested in your own personal private one, that info is down below. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you on the next one. Someone's being guided back. Either you're being guided back to them or they're being guided back to you. Somebody has now found their sense of direction. I really love how this is presenting itself. We have labyrinth, twists and turns, no shortcuts to your destination. There really isn't a shortcut here to be able to find your way back to each other. You have to go the way you're being guided. And I love how this is a compass, you know, and then we've got this maze that either of you have to go through to be able to get to the finish line, to be able to find each other. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. What else? Look at this. We've got twin flame presenting itself here. So Gemini, maybe you already feel so incredibly drawn to this person because they are your twin. You know, maybe some of you guys refer to this person more as a soulmate. However way it's coming through, it's very special. But for twin flames, and it does say you mirror each other for growth and healing. So maybe right now you guys are on the exact same journey without even realizing it. So let's go ahead and grab some tarot here. I'll be pulling from my Tanielu tarot deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. What else do we need to know? They want a new beginning with you. I can't help but feel, maybe, Gemini, that you guys are actually on the same page.